Democrat Buta Biberaj, who became Loudoun County's top prosecutor in 2020 after promising reduce incarceration, lost his bid for a second-term Republican Bob Anderson, who promised prosecute more crimes and previously held the post from 1996-2003. Choose your plan. ArrowRight After vote counting in one of closest races in Virginia this year. Loudoun election officials released the final tally Tuesday. Anderson received 68,068 votes. This was exactly 300 more votes than 67,768 votes Biberaj received. Biberaj called Anderson to confess early Wednesday and held a news conference later in the day, saying she was proud to be Loudoun County's first female state's attorney and that violent crimes, along with the average daily jail population, were on her watch. The work to establish a fair and equitable justice system continues, and I encourage everyone to get involved in the process, Biberaj said in his privilege statement. Republicans celebrated the razor-thin margin of victory as a bright spot in an election season largely dominated by Democrats in Northern Virginia. Anderson, who is not facing a primary opponent, had raised just under $77,000 and spent $70,000 for the general election as of his last campaign finance report filed on October 30. Biberaj collected and spent $1.1 million for the primary and general elections. As of the report dated October 30, while national criminal justice reform advocates promoted Biberaj as a success story who saw declines in both violent crime and the prison population during his tenure, conservatives accused him of failing on high-profile cases and endangering public safety, especially after sending Biberaj a memo. In January, a Loudoun County judge announced his office would stop prosecuting low-level, nonviolent crimes, such as drug possession and petty theft, to focus resources on violent crimes. We managed to send a message. The message was that this was wrong and it couldn't go on, Anderson said in an interview. It's been disastrous in some cases. I think that resonated with some people, even if they tended to vote Democratic. Anderson, 75, has said he will prosecute more crimes, try to hire more investigators and run an apolitical office. Last year, the Supreme Court ruled in Roe v. Following his decision to overturn the Wade case, he rejected suing women for abortions, calling it a legislative matter. I will not come between a woman and her doctor. We prosecute criminal offenses. There is no criminal law in the book that deals with the issue of abortion. Under Virginia law, Biberaj had 10 days after the final vote to request a recount. Since Anderson had a margin victory of less than 0.5% the votes cast, Loudoun County would foot the bill. But Biberaj said he decided against the recount to protect taxpayer funds and extend the transition period. Some Democrats, including the chairman of the Loudoun County Board of Supervisors, had criticized Biberaj for his management style and his relation